Today, from Wembley Stadium in London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Tannehill to throw on the first play. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6. The game for Hassan Haskins. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. to about the 40-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envision a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that 3rd down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch, single for, and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. They may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, a pick 6 on the first play of the drive, and Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead, they have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. There was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. A first down carry for Henry. Down to about the 32.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Credit that play defensively to Marcus Peters. He got downhill in a hurry. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Here's Tannehill. A check down here for Henry. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Buying time to his left. Open man downfield is Duvernay. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run right there, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Then caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tannehill. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And some space here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time for the Titans. 41 yards. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd down and goal. Tannehill. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Tannehill to the sideline. And Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Edwards now on 1st and 10, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Jackson forced out to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running left is Edwards. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks who tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Jackson from the shotgun. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Edwards not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought they were onto something with their play calling. Kind of went reverse a little bit, threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Ravens have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, again, it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
On 2nd down, here's Henry, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Over the middle, into the hands of Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running from the gun with Henry. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Here's Tannehill. A Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Flushed out right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they will get to him at the 7 and snap him short of the 1st down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second half, and we are too. As we'll kick it right back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, 51 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. On first down, it's Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting in the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Well, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Haskins. And he stopped immediately there. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
No gain on the play there, and it will bring up 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and that will keep the lead at 8. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not, it's not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Edwards. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go through a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game. And
he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. But a big-time drive in that situation.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Now Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tannehill. He gets this one to Burks. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Tannehill on target to Burks. First down, Tennessee. Tannehill throwing again. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he is going to pick up the Titans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're going to look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill, and he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Tannehill on first down. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 5. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Bob had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson steps away to his left. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly is told that you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now on 4th down, it's the punt team sending this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Buying time to his left. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a 1st down throw. Tannehill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Forced out to his left. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They go with Edwards left side. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds. A fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.